Welcome to Lesson 2, Example 14, and it asks us to calculate the maximum horizontal shear stress in the beam of Example 13 using the simplified formula for rectangular cross sections. And this should take a couple seconds. It's not too difficult at all. The formula, actually the original formula, let's go ahead and write that again, is VQ over IT or B. Let's say use what they did in the study guide here. VQ over IV. And the simplified for rectangular cross sections. This is a rectangular cross section in case you didn't know. It's a rectangle. You can have I cross sections. You can have any cross section you want, really, built up stuff and whatnot. So it's a rectangular cross section. And let's go ahead and just stick with a different color here. And this is the simplified formula. It is 3V over 2BD. Alright, so let's just go ahead and plug and chug. 3V equals, it was given, 7,000 pounds. Let's remember to watch our units and just double check to make sure. Off the top of our head, we know that we should be getting PSI. So let's double check that we're going to get, we've got pounds on top, and then this B should be inches and D should be inches, so you should have pounds per square inch. So this is pretty easy. And then B is the base. B is right here, which is 4 inches. And then D in this instance is 12. D equals 12. And you'll find out that D, there's a lot of different things that D represents. I know, and you'll get to reinforced concrete design. At least I don't know what they're going to do in this study guide, but a lot of times this distance right here to the centroid of the steel is called D. And then usually we call this H. So in engineering, it is very important to define your variables or try to use the same variables. I know it's difficult because everybody has their own preferences. Usually things are pretty standardized, but you'll find out that sometimes it starts to get a little confusing because you assume it's all standardized, but then you get to a point where like, well, they're using something different than what I'm used to. For instance, this VQ over IT, T is what I'm used to calling B at this point, but that's alright. It's not the end of the world. So let's go ahead and solve for this, and we'll type it in. 3 times 7,000 divided by 2 divided by 4 divided by 12 equals 218.75 PSI. And let's see, did we get the same thing? Yes, we did. And we actually got the same thing as VQ over IB. So that is the simplified formula for the rectangular cross sections. And it's obviously not too difficult, but it simplifies out because the Q and the I, since it's a rectangular, it can be simplified. Alright, thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.